Hey guys, it's Jennifer Don Gabiola. It's Labor Day. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying yourself and getting plenty of rest and doing something fun. So I feel a little nervous, but really deeply moved to share this story. I thought I would do one more video challenge that we could do together for this week. To really give us a chance to be brave and share more stories that will help support other people, because the more we step forward, it'll help other people also have the courage to step forward and be seen and be acknowledged as well. Okay, so the topic for this last video challenge is a story of courage. So I want to share this story. It's been excuse me, I've been wanting to share this for a while, but I was waiting for the right moment, and feels like the right time now. So it's funny because I was thinking, oh no, I don't want to do it, but then I saw this like dragonfly, and that's actually a good sign. It's a sign of like lightness and ease, and facing some dark things that you need to release. So I take that as a good sign. So the story I want to share with you is about how I was brave and how I transformed a setback into grace. So my story is probably like almost 2.5 weeks ago, I did my Quiet Voice Big Impact retreat. So originally my goal was to have like 7 people. I did it last year. It was about 5 or 6 people. So you know, it was a success last year. Everyone got so much value from it. So I thought, oh, no problem, we'll do it again. So I launched, but this time I launched in a way it was very vulnerable for me. The divine guidance I got was to just be super transparent, just be really open with my growth and my emotions, and just what it takes to be an introvert and to launch in a way that feels good but maybe is a little bit scary. But I did it. During my launch, I shared all these behind the scenes of how I was being guided to share. It was very deep. Like, I shared a lot, and scared, but I did it anyway. And in the middle of my launch, I got some divine guidance to do a icon photo shoot, just me. And I remember feeling like I don't want to do that because I feel more comfortable behind the camera. But it felt so strong, that guidance. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I did the shoot, and the whole purpose behind the shoot was to share different sides of my iconic essence, different sides of who I am through different outfits, from like my fierce side to my queen-like side to more of my softer side. It felt right, and so I did it. And when I shared the post, I felt so moved to share like these vulnerable stories about what it took to be seen in that way. So again, I did it, even though it was scary, and I just did it. So, but by the end of the launch, I had 1 person sign up. Hold on, let me get a reminder here. Okay, so I had several people that wanted to come, but that date just would not work for people. But it was funny because I felt guided to that date. So if it was like a week before or a week after, more people would have signed up, but it just didn't work out. So Denise Saida was the only one that signed up. So I committed to doing it. At no point did I want to like quit because she signed up. So hi Karen. So I committed to, you know, following through, and I wanted to be there for her. So I changed it to, instead of just a retreat, I made it a VIP style retreat. And what happened on that retreat was really magical. But before I go into that, I wanted to be really honest about how I felt with the outcome. I was very, very sad. I was very disappointed in myself that I felt like I did everything I thought I was guided to do, and yet the outcome wasn't exactly what I had planned. I was grateful that Denise signed up, but you know, I was planning for like you know, 5 to 7 people. So I was really judging myself, like, did I do something wrong? to be honest, I felt kind of ashamed because this year I invited more mentors to be a part, and so I remember after the doors closed, I reached out to every person that was involved in this whole retreat, and I called them and I told them that it would only be one person, and some people, you know, couldn't make it because, you know, it was only one person to support. So anyway, I remember feeling very it was just tough for me to like reach out and tell people, because I'm so used to like getting shit done. I mean, I really am very good at executing things and just working at a really high level. So this was really tough for me to accept, like, wow, how did this happen? You know, I really wanted it to be a certain way and it didn't turn out this way, and it was really in a way my ego is really hard on myself. But the love that I received from each and every person that I called who was originally a part of the retreat, the love I received was I mean, overflowing. People were like, it's okay, you know, whenever you have the retreat again, we'll be there, no problem. Don't blame yourself, don't beat yourself up. Even though I was, but everyone that I spoke with was so kind and loving, and I mean, I was really having a hard time with it because, like I said, I judged myself based on this outcome, especially a financial outcome. And so when I actually did the VIP retreat with Denise, I mean, the love I received from her, I mean, what we decided to do, I prayed on it, and we decided to just share behind the scenes of her journey, which ended up being like such a beautiful, like, intimate behind the scenes journey of how she transformed, you know, and how I transformed, really, because she was so, you know, as much as I felt so called to serve her and help her really get out of her shell and feel more confident in who she is, doing the inner, she bravely did the inner work that first day. The second day we did like shopping that really reflected all like the different sides of who she is, and then third day we did the photo shoot, her icon photo shoot, and I decided to do it with her because it was just, it felt like, you know, we're doing it as a team. And then the last day we celebrated her wins and talked about her next steps for her brand. It felt very spacious, to be honest. Doing that launch took a lot of energy for me, and then to the idea of like serving up to seven people, I don't know if I could have physically done it, but my ego was trying to push me to keep working at a high level. And so the way it turned out, where it was just me and Denise, VIP style, it ended up being so nourishing for me to serve Denise. It felt very spacious, and the love she gave to me, she was so cool about it. She was like, I'm happy, I'm here with you, Jennifer, and whatever we do, I'm grateful. And so, I mean, this is not the ideal outcome that I expected, but the outpouring of love that I received from this experience, I'm gonna cry. It felt very not what I expected, but I feel like this is what God intended. Really, what I wanted to share with you is the lessons that I've gotten from this is that when you plan for something, just do it with all your heart, but let go of the outcome, because the outcome is going to serve you, even if it's not what you originally planned. What I had planned was like this, you know, big launch and, you know, all this like big financial goal, but the love and the support I received is immense. That is, I feel like God is preparing me for bigger things, and He is saying, like, I need you to take good care of yourself. What I see for you in the future is going to be incredible, but I need you to receive yourself. I need you to receive your grace. I need you to take good care of your energy, take care of your body, take care of like who you are, who you have built to be. And that's like a major thing I wanted to share with you, is that what I learned, one of the big things I learned, is that I'm still learning, is that who I am is enough, and what I do is just, it's a part of who I am, but it's not who, that's my value doesn't lie in just what I do. In my culture, I'm Asian, so I'm Filipino, and in my culture, so much of our self-worth is based on our work, and not just working, but working at a really effing high level all the time. So that's how I got sick, you know, when I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. So I share all this with you because I was so moved by Mui and Nicola and everyone sharing, you know, being brave and asking for help, and I just felt really my spirit was encouraging me just to share this story today, even though I've been waiting for the right moment. It felt like it was today, because you know, I am embracing more and more that I am not perfect, and I'm not meant to have all the answers all the time. I'm not meant to always have everything together. And even if things don't turn out the way you plan, trust that it's still serving you. Everything in your life is something I want to leave with you. Everything that happens in your life is meant to serve you. Even though it may not feel like that, even though you may be going through something painful, what is happening, if you trust that there's grace behind it, trust me, it will come. Because this experience that I'm sharing with you, in the beginning it was painful for me, but I prayed that, okay, I went through all that for a reason. And again, going through that magical experience with Denise one-on-one, man, I mean, it really like helps like heal my soul. So I mean, we never know. I'm so glad, Karen, that you needed to hear this. I felt moved to share it today. Like I said, I've been patiently waiting for the right moment. It felt right now, even though I felt nervous about sharing, because my ego always wants to like try to, you know, look like I have all my shit together, but it's not. I mean, I'm embracing more of who I am, and this experience with my launch is showing me that yes, there are going to be more opportunities to grow, and this was needed for me. This was really, really needed for me to receive for myself who I am outside of what I do, and to really glorify that for myself, and to not only give value to the fact that I do work at such a high level, that, you know, that's great, but I don't have to prove anything. And that's one of the lessons I also want to share with you, is that I don't have to prove anything, and neither do you. And everything that you do is an extension of who you are, but it's not a test. It's not, we're not here to try to prove our self-worth. Who we are is perfect, in all our imperfection, in all our vulnerability. So I just want to encourage you to share. We are still doing our video challenge now, and I know it's scary to put yourself out there, especially being vulnerable. But I'm telling you, if you see what the love that's being shared in our group now, it's real. Like what is happening right now, what is being shared in our group is real. It's about stepping forward and being authentic and being true to yourself, and then allowing other people to witness you. That is power. That is your power as introvert, is to be able to express yourself from your heart with authenticity, with truth, and the right people are going to feel you. So it is scary, I'm not gonna lie, but like me even talking about this, it's like, it's healing to my soul, you know, to my ego. My ego is freaking out, like, oh my God, you're sharing too much. But my spirit feels like, I don't care, you know, like, I just want to share. You're welcome, Karen. I'm glad that my story is inspiring you. I just want everyone to know, whether you do the challenge or not, your story matters. It really matters, and who you are matters, and what you do is important, you know, especially if you have a business. But who you are is everything. Who you are, and what matters most is that you receive yourself, that you acknowledge who you are for yourself first and foremost, and then enjoy that truth, and then express yourself with others, you know, without that pressure of trying to prove something, because you don't have to prove anything. And this is ongoing. This is an ongoing process. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I learned this and now I'm like, no problem, the next time I launch, of course I'll be nervous too, but I'm learning, you know. And God is not expecting us to be perfect. It's about learning. It's about being able to receive the grace behind absolutely everything that happens in your life. When you take that stance in your life, you no longer become a victim. You no longer allow things to just happen to you, because you trust that you're actually co-creating with life. And that is power. So, thank you for listening. This was a bit of a vulnerable share for me, but I did feel like I wanted to have one more video challenge for us to end on a high note. And if you feel inspired to share a story of when you were brave, when you were courageous, I encourage you to share, because when you share, it gives other people permission to learn from you, but also understand that they're not alone, because we're not meant to do this by ourselves. That's the whole reason why I opened up the Quiet Voice Big Impact Mastermind again, is because we are not meant to do this by ourselves at all. Just like Anisha shared, sisterhood is real. Like she says, there's beauty in sisterhood. Like, I know a lot of people maybe have had bad experiences with the idea of sisterhood, but the spirit behind our group is really based on sisterhood. It's based on real like-minded souls coming together in the spirit of service, and that we are meant to help each other, hold each other up. That's my intention. So anyway, I have been like taking myself out today on a date, just again celebrating who I am outside of what I do. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this story. It was a little challenging to share, but I felt moved to share it. So I appreciate you being here live with me, Karen and Anisha, and anyone else that is watching, especially on the replay. But I encourage you to share, for real. I encourage you to step forward, be brave, and share. Whether it be on video or in a written post, just allow yourself to be seen. You know, that's why you're here. God didn't make you just to be here and hide, for real. So, okay, I gotta go, but I hope you enjoy the rest of your Labor Day holiday. And just know that you are supported and you are loved. And I look forward to chatting with you more in our group. Okay, guys, bye. Oh, thank you, Karen. Congratulations on being brave, she says. Thank you. Oh my God. I don't know. Honestly, like doing this, it is scary, but after you do it, after you share, it's like you feel like you get to receive like stronger parts of who you are. You get to feel what it's like to be like bigger parts of you. So that's why I want to encourage everyone to just try it, you know. So yeah, but I really appreciate you, everyone watching. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate everyone in the group in general, because for real, that's the last thing I'll share is y'all give me life. Like, to do the Facebook group, it does take a lot of energy, I'm not gonna lie, but just seeing the interactions and the genuine support being shared, it's everything to me. And that's why I show up consistently, because it means a lot. So especially with what's been going on lately, you know, a lot of people have been having a hard time. So, you know, the fact that some people have actually stepped forward and asked for help, and then they received help in such a abundant, overflowing way, I mean, that's everything. That's everything. That's why we're here, to help one another. So okay, well, I will chat with you in the group, but take good care of your energy today. It's Labor Day, but like, just really just honor who you are outside of what you do, and celebrate that. Celebrate it. It needs to be celebrated. Okay, guys, I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.